Hello people of YouTube, it's Deepak here, and welcome to the DCS news for the 30th of December 2023. I'd love to say hope you all enjoyed that most recent vegan video, but sadly I wasn't able to make one this week. I've been bumping my head against a couple of DCS bugs with the vegan. I was hoping to demonstrate the general purpose bombs, but unfortunately some of the modes are not working the way they should right now, and I think it's an open beta bug. But we'll get to it, and I'll post some more videos soon, including my kind of bonus new series on the Harrier, which is going to drop very, very soon. Welcome to the stream, Tech Gaming 45. Welcome Mark S. Welcome Only Napalm, Colin Kelly, John Bloor, Tea Kettle Barbecue, Pink Floyd, Griff Nizzle, Dave Flute, Stormcombe Barry, Robbie Hobby, and Eagle Wings. Welcome everybody to the stream. Great to have you aboard for this final DCS news stream of 2023. Next time you see me, it'll be a whole other year. And then I'll be able to tell that standard joke that people tell at family gatherings. I haven't seen you since last year. And it'll be true. Anyway, Orleans Junkie, welcome. Welcome to the stream. We have quite a few bits and bobs, as is often the case with it being end of year. People do, in fact, post a bunch of kind of little teasers for things they're going to do in the future. So we have some bits and bobs to go through. Frantic Stone, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Quarter 9 of 2022. Yes. Only Napalm. I had a so great flight today in Sinai. Thanks, Deepak. I tried those AGM-84H Slam ER missiles. Your video was very, very, very helpful. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm glad they were helpful. That's why I make them, so that fine people such as yourselves can learn visually. Because it's a lot of us who find it much easier to learn stuff visually than by reading a manual. Frantic Stone, thank you very much. That's extremely kind. Thank you for the donation. Last week was crazy with all the member donations. When I go to read out all of the members of Deepak's ground crew at the end of this stream today, it's going to be mad. Also, I'll take this opportunity to remind you all, if you have not already, please subscribe, like, and comment. It's a really big help to me in the channel, and if you do want to further support the channel, you also have the option of joining Deepak's ground crew by pressing the join button below for a small monthly fee. It's like the equivalent of a coffee a month, if you feel like supporting me in making this content. So thank you very much if you do, and I'll do the big shout out at the end. It's a big shout out these days for all the people who are now members of Deepak's ground crew. Anyway, let's get started. Let's do the thing that we always do. Let's take a little look at the Eagle Dynamics newsletter for this week. Dear fighter pilots, partners, and friends from all of us at Eagle Dynamics, May 2024, as in, we hope, not as in the month, bring you and your family strength, health, immense joy, great success, and countless memorable moments in the virtual skies of DCS. We would like to offer you our most sincere thanks for your unwavering support. You make our dreams come true. We are thrilled to share some exciting progress on our dynamic campaign. Much of the most recent work has focused on realistic modelling of the frontline logic. There's lots in store for the new year, and we look forward to sharing more with you very soon. Our eShop sale will continue until the 7th of January 2024 at 1500 GMT, where most of our products are available with a 50% discount. Don't miss our most popular modules, such as the DCS F-16C Viper, DCS FA-18C, DCS Mi-24P Hind, DCS AH-64D, which are at 40% off. Enjoy. Another thing to note is that the Mirage F1 is currently available in the free trial for the first time. If you fly on Steam, please note that the DCS Steam Edition Winter Sale is now running at full power and will finish on the 4th of January, 1800 GMT. Please hurry and don't miss on some super savings. Thank you for everything you've done for DCS and the community in 2023. Have a wonderful holiday and a very happy and prosperous new year. Onwards and upwards. Welcome to the stream, Chess96. Kevin Stover, thrilled to be able to catch the live stream tonight. I will call it a late Christmas present. Oh dear, Mark S's fudge skill is gone. So Happy New Year. On this very special weekend, we extend our warmest wishes to you and your loved ones for the new year. We wish you happiness, prosperity, and health. We also want to express our sincere appreciation for your continued support and feedback that makes DCS what it is today. Here's to an extraordinary year ahead, filled with epic missions, thrilling dogfights, and unforgettable moments. See you on the other side. And 2023 was another important year for DCS with the introduction of several new products, the evolution of the DCS core technologies, and an ever-expanding wealth of content from our partners and friends. 2024 promises even bigger and better things. Well, it always does, doesn't it? Paul Dillon, welcome to the stream. Pink Floyd, still considering getting the MiG-21 on sale, but busy with your vegan tutorials. Happy New Year, Channel Right. MiG-21's a lot of fun. It's an older module, of course, but it has continued to receive bug fixes and updates, and I actually intend to jump back into it myself at some point soon and see how it feels. But certainly the last time I flew it, it felt fantastic. No problems with it whatsoever. So, onwards, the dynamic campaign, that thing that everybody who's come from Falcon 4 has been asking for from DCS for many, many years now. The DCS Dynamic Campaign, otherwise known as DCS DC, it just rolls off the tongue, is one of the most important tasks for the future of DCS, as it will add a new and much demanded evolution/improvement of gameplay for both single-player and multiplayer. Rather than mimic past solutions, we hope to set a new standard, one that provides a high level of interaction, authenticity, immersion, and ease of use. Our goal is to deliver a system that allows players to create their own dynamic, non-scripted campaigns that will evolve based on strategic and tactical AI decisions, indirect player influence on AI actions, and direct player influence on the battlefield. This will all leverage existing DCS features such as voice chat, new ATC mechanisms, etc. This has been a tall order, and the effort has been underway since 2018 with a small but dedicated team. Our focus in 2022 was on the creation and testing of a general air operations tasks. In 2023, we shifted our DCS DC efforts to ground operations. This area will break new ground for dynamic campaigns and includes the following tasks: the creation of a realistic road network system that is based on a new road editor system. This allows units to have appropriate road movement conditions that are tied to the logistics and supply network. This also integrates into the movement of ground unit formations. A new ground unit formations editor was created that allows for the accurate assembly of units based levels of command from platoon up to division. Oh, that's cool. With all command levels in between. Command structures vary based on the country and era, just like the real world, and with correct terminology. Unit formations then create realistically within their larger force structure, based on tasking such as road march, meeting engagements, assault, defense, retreat, route, etc. Sounds pretty cool. We addressed ground forces behaviour once engaged. This was one of the biggest and most complex tasks. Much of this was development upon force tasking, support from neighbouring forces, organisation of frontline forces, logistics, as in munitions and fuel, and disposition of enemy forces. To assist with these items, a new and improved pathfinding mechanism was developed that considers both the terrain topography, and restrictive zones within it. This allows more sensible routing of formations based on the terrain properties. In addition to ground operations tasks, we continue to work on air operations related tasks. For instance, many airfields currently have too few parking spaces available for a large DC. We don't want to be limited to such limited numbers for large scenarios. To address this, we have developed a new process to expand spawn points for aircraft. Next, we will finalise ground tasking, increase the level of internal and external testing, and begin work on the important graphical user interface, GUI. So, that's the whole update on the dynamic campaign. They want to reassure us that it is definitely still being worked on. It is a fairly massive task, yeah, very much looking forward to what they come up with. In the meantime, there are some third-party solutions. So we already, in effect, have some form of dynamic campaign in DCS if you install external mods. I'm trying to remember the one that I'm thinking of the most. We actually took a little peek at it fairly recently in the Virtual Air Force, and it was looking rather cool. I'm going to quickly scroll up my messages and see if I have it here, because it did look rather nice. I've not evaluated it myself, though, as yet, but I almost certainly will soon. But no, I can't seem to find it. So that's check out. Keep your eyes on my. Oh, here we go. Olympus. It's called Olympus. Thank you, John Blur. That's the one. So yeah, I'll probably make a video on that at some point soon, because that sounds really, really cool. Mr. Yeti, this does sound good. Evening all. Bread, dynamic campaign is real? Not yet, but soon. It will be coming. Mark S, it's a real dream. Griffnizzle, just a reminder, one guy did it for Microprose in 1998. That's true. Liberation as well, Mr. Yeti. That is another one which looks really, really good. We then have the winter sale. I'm not going to reiterate all of that. We already spoke about it over the last couple of streams, and also further up in this very newsletter. Something else that happened this week was that we got a small hotfix to the open beta. Mostly just small fixes and other bits and bobs, some further correction to the flare. Yep, some fixes to various aircraft. The main thing really being the missing additions to the F-14, which is very, very important. The TARPS pod and the boarding ladder, which is really cool. Yeah, those are the main things. There's not really much else to talk about other than some fixes and the like. But we have a couple of really fancy new videos that came from Polychop this week, which is super exciting. We start off with this one, all about the Kiowa. This is the first time we've seen the Kiowa in action in quite some time. So really, really happy to see this. Let's check this one out, sadly without the audio. But here we see a multi-crew Kiowa crew, and in VR, no less, doing their thing, with L2 mums on the left screen as well, which is really nice. Is the L2 mums actually the view from the other Kiowa, sorry. It might be. I can't really tell. But very, very cool nonetheless. And here we go. Here's the most exciting part, is this chappie grabs his M4 and starts firing it in VR at this this vehicle. I don't know how much damage 556 is going to do, but still, very, very cool nonetheless. You can at the very least probably kill the driver or the guy in the back. But there, lots of... oh, actually, something happened. Something happened. It worked. And here we go. Disclaimer. Polychop simulations cannot be held responsible for injuries caused by falling out of chairs while using the M4. Merry Christmas from Polychop. Absolutely fantastic. John Blur, they mentioned dynamic spawn points a while back. Also the concept of clicking on spawn points in the F10 rather than just a list. Eagle Wings, the DCS DC sounds epic. It does show a great departure from the BMS-style dynamic campaign. A new ATC will bring immeasurable immersion. Channel Right, I wonder if Cola Map will arrive in 2024. I suspect that it will. I think that's quite likely. Mark S, I wonder if there will be a 2024 and beyond video. It usually drops by now. It normally drops sometime around about now, so yes, we should expect to see that soon. Robbie Hobby, the music is license free. Oh, fantastic. I always, I'm always cautious with these things, so I tend to just cut the audio anyway. Everybody should go to Polychop's YouTube channel and watch the original complete with audio. Give them all your clicks. Griffnizzle, last year, or this year actually, it dropped on January 4th. Yeah, that sounds about right. And then we got another video from Polychop. They are blessing us with all the video goodness just now, wishing us a Merry Christmas with these fantastic views of the Gazelle. Gazelle looking absolutely great these days. Really loving the big updates that it's seen, and I know that Polychop have some more bits and bobs to come on the Gazelle. But yeah, this is a fantastic video showing off the Gazelle. In 3 Squadron, in the VAF, we do fly the Gazelle alongside the Harrier. This is our scout helicopter element in my squadron. So, big fan of this aircraft. A lot of fun. Zoom. Yep, tracers always look cool in night vision, of course. Yep, some nice shots of the Gazelle doing what it does best. Flying low, flying fast, and making things explode. Oh, I am so stupid. Okay, right, I didn't actually show you guys the video. How foolish of me, I didn't press the right button. Now you should see it. Yeah, it's just a reaction video, I'm just showing you what I think of it. Terribly sorry. Here's the actual video from Polychop. How foolish. What a silly boy I am. I watched the reflection in his eyes. We're doing some Blade Runner style nonsense here. But here you go. The second video from Polychop this week showing off the Gazelle. Looking very fancy indeed. I've actually not tried the minigun variant yet. That's something I should have a go with, just for a laugh. Yep, some Gazelles operating from a field base. Lots of smoke, lots of rocket fire, all the good stuff. Zoom. And as I said, we fly this in the VAF, so come join the VAF and fly Gazelles with us. Blue Thunder variant when. Indeed. And there we go. So that was those were the two videos that we've received from Polychop this week. Very, very fancy, looking really nice. Looking forward, of course, to the Kiowa Warrior, and also really excited to see what's going to come next with regards to the Gazelle. So good show, Polychop. Well done. Well done. John Blur, I feel like a lot more people would use the Gazelle with an AI gunner. I enjoy it anyway, but I've heard it as a common complaint. TechGaming45, the cockpit in the UK one was a bit different. Yes. Also, I believe the UK one didn't have the autopilot as well, is my understanding. So yeah, small differences. Small differences. But yeah, I think the French one is a pretty good kind of stand-in for the UK one. Cool, alrighty. And yes, because it's that time of year, we have various messages coming from the different developers. First, we drop into, I can't say it properly, Avia Storm. These are the developers of the Tornado. So, everyone, dear DCS community, dear Tornado heads, as the year draws to a close, we want to take a moment to extend our heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering love and support, and show you some very early work-in-progress pilot renderings. Your enthusiasm and dedication have been the driving force behind our journey, and for that we are deeply thankful. This past year has been one of organic growth for us. We are now at a stage where our team is well equipped and ready to face the exciting challenges that lie ahead. On the technical front, our flight model has seen significant progress. The work on the Flight Control System, FCS, including the Command Stability Augmentation System, CSAS, commenced in mid-2023. This involves the use of intricate diagrams with numerical values for nearly every component, such as the lead lag compensators, ensuring an extremely accurate simulation of the FCS, which should translate to lots of fun flying the iconic Swingwing machine. Looking forward to 2024, we're excited about several developments. 50 years of Tornado. As we celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Tornado in 2024, expect more frequent updates and announcements from us. We have several special things planned for this milestone year. Recce Pod integration. One of our key focuses is on integrating the Recce Pod and its footage into DCS. Our goal is to achieve the highest level of realism while ensuring it remains user-friendly. Flight planning. We're exploring how to best create a flight planning suite for the Tornado like Diplas in order to give Recce gathered with the pod real gameplay value and provide multiple options for how you want to fly your Tornado. Your support and feedback is invaluable to us, and we are eager to share new development as we progress with you. Here's to a groundbreaking 2024. Merry Christmas, yours, Avia Storm. Excellent. So, looking forward to that. TechGaming45, the Speedo and the VSI are swapped. I'm assuming he's referring to the British Gazelle. Tornado is just an F-111 without the cool. How dare you? How dare you? Disgraceful. How could you say such a thing? So that was the Christmas statement from Avia Storm. We also have one from Polychop. This comes from drummer NL in the Polychop Discord. Dear DCS community, the Polychop Simulations team wishes you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. With the year coming to an end, it seems like a good time to reflect on the past and look at the future. Let's address the big elephant in the room first. While this year has not been the year of the Kiowa Warrior release, we're thrilled to finally see a light at the end of the tunnel. In fact, we're approaching the end of the tunnel fast. While the development of the module hasn't been exactly a smooth ride, the progress made in the past year has been immense, and the new coders took over the project. As the new coders took over the project from our parting engineer, they saw the need to either rewrite or refactor most of the code that drives the module to ensure the desired internal quality threshold in systems and the flight model, as well as to make it more efficient, dynamic, and future-proof. Artwork has been touched up and finalised. On top of that, new features have been added which include, but are not limited to, the Level 2 Manned-Unmanned System, L2 MUMS, an overhauled Control Display Subsystem, Optical Display Assembly, Pilot Display Unit, and the improved Data Modem. Last but not least, the module has been sent to Eagle Dynamics and passed the flight model tests. All this would not have been possible without the continued efforts put in by our subject matter experts and testers who have stuck with us for many years now. We're confident it will soon, trademark, be time to lift the veil and break the radio silence surrounding the development of the OH-58D Kiowa module. The past year has not been all about the OH-58D Kiowa Warrior though. While the original plan was to work on an overhaul of the SA-342 Gazelle after the release of the Kiowa Warrior module, a decision based on the original planned development timeline, the newly formed team revised that plan and started to develop the SA-342 Gazelle overhaul in tandem instead. With the first few updates for the SA-342 released in 2023, we're off to a good start, but we're not even close to being done. The SA-342 Gazelle will see intermittent updates, including but not limited to the flight model, AI gunners, John Bloor, a graphical facelift, and English cockpit. We'd like to express our sincere gratitude to a number of contributors from the community who have dedicated their time and spared no efforts in providing the most excellent liveries that are now a part of the module. Absolutely fantastic. Polychop is doing the UK pit as well, says TechGaming45. That's rather exciting. And Polychop's post had these images included. So here we go. We've got some work in progress images for the Kiowa Warrior with its enormous Death Star sphere on the top of the mast. Very, very cool. We then have this shot as well. Looks like they're doing some... Actually, is that a glacier in the background? I wonder if this is Kola map. This looks like Kola Peninsula, I would assume, given that we don't have glaciers on any of the other maps. And here we go. Kiowa going pew-pew. Griffnizzle, fascinating. You don't use dark mode. Truly astounding, you monster. I use dark mode when I'm coding, when I'm working, but I don't use dark mode otherwise. And here we go. Kiowa flying alongside a couple of strikers. Looking cool. And then we had a couple of pictures of the Gazelle here. Let me see here. Is this an English cockpit? This looks like at least a partially English cockpit, which is very cool. Also note that we have Imperial instruments here. We've got VSI in feet per minute. We've got speed in knots, altitude in feet. Yeah, this is cool. So this is a British-ified cockpit, and also some labels scribbled on the weapon selector as well. That's quite cool. I like it. John Bloor, something I spotted in the forums. A reply from the dev. They're trying to get ED's code for the nice rotor blur on the Apache K50 Hind, etc. But it'll take time. Yeah, that's something I've noticed. Sadly, the Eagle Dynamics rotors do look nicer. Mike Delta, we have the Kiowa on patrol in our missions. It looks amazing when you pass it. Looking forward to it. Fantastic. We also have this shot of the Gazelle, looking very, very nice, with the Cypriot skin on it. This one here, this I guess is this supposed to be British Army? I can't really tell. Royal Marines, oh my, very nice. And that's all the pictures that we have associated with that post. And then finally, we had a little post in the Razbam Discord from Razbam. Merry Christmas from everyone at Razbam. We thank you for your amazing support. This year has been amazing for us, and we all can't thank you enough for the community we have. Have a great Christmas, and as always, fly safe. Glaciers are on the South Atlantic map, says Mark S. I actually didn't realise that. I've not flown enough on the South Atlantic map. I should do a bit more. Pink Floyd, if the other radar is the Death Donut, this should be the Terrifying Timbit. Maybe only Canadians would get that. Yeah, I think so. I thought it was a Death Star. I thought that's what people called it. Now, here we go. Take a look at this shot. I'm going to give chat just one moment to tell me what this might be. This is from a third party, a community dev, in fact. So I'm going to give you all a few moments to drink this one in and tell me what this screenshot might be of. It is a module that's in development. John Bloor, I still want to know what Razbam's secret helicopter is. That's a rumour that's been around forever. A laser lollipop. Yes, they did mention that quite some time ago now. They have as yet not released any information on what that might be. They were, of course, working with the guys who were working on the BO 105, but I don't even know if that... I think I recall that collaboration is now over. Mr. Yeti, oh please, a Lynx. Oh, Lynx would be nice. Griff Nizzle, oh shit, no F-104. I haven't seen any news about the F-104. But what's this aircraft? Can anyone tell me what this aircraft is? I'm going to give you another 10 seconds, and I'm going to tell you what it is. As a little hint, I'm going to tell you this was posted on the Split Air Discord, and I can in fact confirm this is an image of the Alpha Jet. This is a mod coming to us from Split Air. Sadly, not a Jaguar. I wish it was. This is in fact the Alpha Jet. And as we can see here, this is it flying over the Sinai map. Shame that they've chosen to blur it. It's very, very cinematic looking, of course. But yeah, we're not getting any detail on this cockpit model just yet, sadly. Yeah, not a Jaguar, not a Mirage 3, not an Escher. It is in fact a Alpha Jet. So that's an interesting one coming at some point from Split Air, the people who already brought us the very, very nice OV-10A Bronco, which I do so enjoy flying. They also did a Mirage 2000 ND mod as well. So yeah, they've brought us some cool community mods already. Stay tuned, by the way, for more community mod videos from me. I've found some more really, really cool ones that I want to share at some point soon. Once I get a chance, I will definitely be showing you all those fantastic things. So, what have we got next? We have on the tweeters, we have a tweet from Metal to Mesh at Razbam, a work in progress shot of the Super Tucano. This is the only image, just a single rendering here of what looks like the right-hand side of the cockpit. But this is really nice to see. Good to see that the Super Tucano is indeed still being worked on. And the level of fidelity here, really, really nice. Seeing a lot of detail even just in things like the switches and the like. So very, very cool to see this. A little update on the Super Tucano. Marvellous. So, yes. That is actually all the news that I have for this week. This is everything that I've managed to dig up just before the end. Pink Floyd, any news on your Harrier series? Yes. Yes, that has... I've continued to drag my feet on that, sadly. I do have quite a lot of free time just now, though, because, of course, I'm on vacation. My intention is to try and get the first video in the series finalised very shortly and put it up. It's taking me much longer than I hoped for. I've not had as much free time as I'd hoped, and because it's so detail-oriented, like I do a draft and I'll show it to the SMEs or I'll review it myself, and there's always some mistake, and I want to make sure that it's absolutely perfect before I post it. So hopefully coming at some point soon. John Bloor, the OH68 Loach mod developer, has said he's pretty close to his first release, the Vietnam-era Little Bird. Very exciting. That's super cool. Daniel Lauk, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. So like I said, that's actually all the news I have for this week. So I'm going to do as I always do, and I'm going to pimp the VAF. The VAF, or the Virtual Air Force, is a virtual online squadron originally started by myself and dotChuckles. It's a kind of opt-in milsim style approach to to online virtual squadrons. We fly every Tuesday and Thursday at 8 p.m. UK time. And we have a kind of dedicated fixed-wing squadron, if you are not exactly sure what aircraft you'd like to fly. And then we have a dedicated rotary-wing squadron as well. Failing that, we actually have a number of squadrons that are dedicated to particular airframes where we do more in-depth training. We do type ratings and various qualifications. And we have those for the Harrier, the F-15, the F-16, and the F-18. So come join the VAF. If you're watching this after the fact, you'll see that there's a link to our Discord down below in the show notes, or if you're watching it right now, you can go ahead and click on that Discord link in chat on the right-hand side of your screen. Everybody is welcome, whether you fly with us or not, and we're also always looking for mission designers, ATC, GCI, scripters, mod makers. Everybody is very much welcome. Livery makers. Come join the VAF. It's a good laugh. Ha ha ha. I made it rhyme. So, that's everything that I have for this week, and that's everything that I have for this year. It's been a great year, 2023. I want to take this opportunity again to ask everyone to subscribe, like, and comment if you haven't already. The channel has been growing so much, and I really want to thank everybody for their support and yeah, basically, just for watching the videos. If all you do is watch the video, then thank you very much indeed. That's good enough for me, and I really, really appreciate it. I hope the tutorials are useful for people. I'm still running my series on the Viggen just now. There is so much more to cover. It even has some very unique features, like the ability to work with road bases and do reconnaissance. So lots more Viggen videos to come, and then who knows what next. I'll also be doing videos on the Harrier. I've got that brand new Harrier series to come soon, and I will also do some more videos on community mods, because some of them are super duper good. Mike Delta, just an update on Red Cod SU-27. Full clickable cockpit is almost complete. He's on the last phase of coding to DCS, then it will be completed. Great add-on for FC3. Fantastic. Absolutely great. That sounds really, really exciting. So yeah, I've been Deepak. Usually on a Saturday at 6:30 p.m. UK time, I do a tutorial video. I had to skip this week, sadly, but next week there'll be another video on the Viggen. That's then followed by the DCS news, which just happens to be this thing, what you're watching right now. If you'd like to further support the channel, you have the option of joining Deepak's ground crew for a small monthly fee. You can do that by clicking the join button below. Big shout out to those of you who have already done so. Deep breath now, but there's so many of you now. Thank you very much, Otto Thrust Blue, Byron Farrow, Storm Kimbari, Channel Wright, Mangash, J.R. Walker, Chandler Hedgevald, Griff Nizzle, Mr. Yeti, Bread, Tier Zero, Tiger Moto, Sean I Am 81, Charts, John Bluer, Mr. Craptacular, Tea Kettle Barbecue, Springer 11, Frantic Stone, AB, Ipks Sun, Tog, Jan Christensen, Theoretically BS, Beta Tooth, Hammy, Polychop, Luan, Whiskey Dale, Ryan McGee, OK Jerky, Mike Delta, Michael's Knee, Pink Floyd, Fault Raver, Stuart McLean, Redcoat 841, Leo Netzel, Thork, Late Sleeves, Vinny, Cairo 147, Zombie Bambi, Irish Pat 64, Isaid Pierre, Colin Kelly, Mark S, Sebastian Romano, Yale Heel, VFR Hawk, Eric Johnson, Zulu Oscar 610 Wolf, Chess 96, Landon Rudd, Sandbox Code, and Jason Blazg. So many people in Deepak's ground crew now. Thank you so much, everybody, for your support. Just a reminder that if you're a member of Deepak's ground crew, you do have access to the Deepak's ground crew Discord, where we can all interact with each other. And also, I'm looking to do another fly-in event with the ground crew at some point soon, where you'll have an opportunity to fly with each other and me, which will be a good laugh. Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year. Thank you all very much for your support. It's been a great 2023. I'll see you all in 2024. Fly safe, everybody, and I'll see you all next time. Ta-ta.